When the people leave, the leaders they will have to follow. And all their lies and their alibis they will have to swallow. And it's you that has the authority for the one.
Thousands of buildings have been abandoned or burned. That's 16% of the housing stock. 43,000 apartments have been lost in the last few years. Unemployment stands at 20% for adults, more than 30% for teenagers.
So I grew up in an era where the South Bronx was the epitome of urban blight. I mean, really, I remember so clearly watching so many buildings burn, around me. It was almost an everyday occurrence for a really long time. Economic forces when I was a kid made it easier for landlords to commit arson against their own buildings and collect insurance money. So seeing that kind of degradation of life was something, and knowing that the media proclaimed us as just some of the most awful things in the world, it absolutely reflected on me and on my neighbors, and I left. When I was starting grad school and was broke, and I needed a place to stay, which was my parents' home. And fortunately, they let me in, which was good. But the funny thing is that had I not moved back home, and seen for myself the environmental degradation that our community was dealing with, and discovered that the city and the state were planning on building a huge waste facility that would have brought almost 40% of the city's residential waste to the neighborhood. We were already handling 40% of the city's commercial waste in my little community that was only about 1.25 square mile radius. We fought that waste facility, and we beat it, and worked with the city after that to help create a much more sustainable solid waste management plan. And it hasn't fully, been accepted just yet, but we're hoping that Albany will come to their senses and, recognize that it's the best possible, most equitable thing we can have, in the city of New York.
Yes, when the people leave.